So what is plantar fasciitis and why does it happen? So plantar fasciitis is an irritation of the plantar fascia. The plantar fascia is a piece of connective tissue that sits on the very bottom of your foot, and it helps to support the foot. So why does this piece of connective tissue get irritated? Well, it gets irritated when a lot of other things go wrong with the foot. So the plantar fascia is supposed to help with supporting the arch of the foot. It sits on the very bottom down here. It's supposed to help pull the arch of the foot up into this arched position and keep it there as it functions as a spring when we walk or run. There shouldn't be a lot of motion in the foot when we're walking. It mainly happens just a little bit when we run, or at least it should. So when this plantar fascia is irritated, what's happened is that over the course of months or years, the muscles that are supposed to be helping or doing most of the work really to support this plantar fascia have gotten weaker over time, over the course of months or years. Generally, this happens a lot after our activity levels go down for a while and we kind of sit around for a while, and then we go back to being more active again. After the lockdown, I saw more plantar fasciitis in 3 months than I had over the entire rest of my career because people sat around, they didn't do much, they couldn't go out much, and then they went back when they finally got outside and they did all sorts of things and they got more active, and the muscles that had gotten weak over the time when they were inside didn't function to hold their arches, and it irritated their plantar fascia. So as these muscles get weaker over time and then we put weight on our foot, it puts more stress on the plantar fascia because these muscles that are not supporting it allow the arch to stretch out when they flatten the foot out, like you can see. So looking at the diagram, we'll take a look in a little bit more depth here. Body weight pushes down on the arch of the foot when we're standing. If the muscles that support the arch are not strong enough, the arch collapses. Again, that stretches that plantar fascia lengthwise and injures it. So the muscles that are supposed to help, the muscles that pull the ankle left and right, that pull the foot upwards, and even the muscles that bend the toes, if they're not strong enough to support the foot and take that stress, then the stress gets transferred onto the plantar fascia and it gets injured. So arch supports, people ask me about a lot. They are a temporary fix, right? Because we're showing how the muscles are really supposed to be what is supporting the foot. Arch supports are not part of your foot. The muscles are part of your foot. That means the muscles are in there 100% of the time, and they should be doing their job to support the foot. Arch supports, you're never going to wear 100% of the time, right? You get out of bed, you go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. You're not wearing your arch supports. The foot collapses with each step. It's going to provide some irritation. So the only permanent solution to fixing plantar fasciitis is to re-strengthen those muscles. When talking about arch supports, those arch supports need to be something more than just the soft, spongy ones, right? So a soft, spongy arch support is not able to support your body weight. The arch of the foot, your entire body weight is on this every time you take a step. If your arch support is so soft and squishy that you can squish it with your fingers, it's not going to support your entire body weight, obviously. So that's why I don't like it when people get arch supports made by these places where you have to stand on the soft, squishy thing, right? Because when you stand on your foot and that arch collapses, and then you take that measurement to make your arch support, you're making the arch support to a collapsed foot. You're not making it to the way the arch is supposed to be when it's supported. So to make arch supports effectively, those supports need to be made out of something very firm that your body weight will not squish, and they also need to be made when the foot does not have weight smashing the arch down. It needs to be made to the arch while you're sitting, while that arch is up high where it's supposed to be. One other word of just general disease pathology understanding. There are a few instances in things like advanced diabetes or other mechanical foot injuries like a broken bone or something where strengthening those muscles is either not possible or it's not enough to do the job. Those are rare. Very, very great majority of plantar fasciitis cases are just a matter of re-strengthening those muscles over the course of time and restoring the stability of the foot. So the actual exercises that you need to strengthen the muscles of your foot, I'll go over some of them in other videos. It's worthwhile having a personalized program to get those exercises to work for you because not all of them are necessary for everybody. I'll cover some of those in future videos, but this video is all about understanding why plantar fasciitis happens and how to start the process. So now that you understand it, now that you know that the muscles and the muscle weakness are the primary problem, you are able to take responsibility for strengthening those muscles and restoring the normal, healthy function of your foot.